there, Taurus. Welcome to your end of August 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Let's see. It was so funny because I said, I wonder if I'm going to get like this really positive card, because I was thinking about I'm a Taurus rising, and this time of year that's Virgo season is a time of Virgo is the fifth house for Taurus placements. And so it's the house of fun and creativity, love. And when I say fun, pastimes, things you do on your time off when you're not working. Well, your work can be fun too, I suppose. But yeah, so then the first card I got was a really nice one. The better it gets, the better it gets. Wow. I love this. I love this reading. There were a couple cards I was like, uh-oh. I mean, first of all, half of them are major arcana cards, which indicates a shift. I mean, not a shift, major change. So it can suggest that there's a lot of major things happening, not just kind of like the minor arcana, like the day-to-day events, not the major things that we think about. So the heart of the matter is the Nine of Cups. This is about wish fulfillment. Actually, one thing I want to call attention to that is astrologically related, I think, to this, is that on September 17th, even though this is for the end of August, this could apply. On September 17th, there's a lunar eclipse in Pisces. And for Taurus, Sun and Rising, this falls in the 11th house of hopes and wishes. So a lunar eclipse can be like this massive influx of, kind of like the culmination energy of giving you what you've been wanting. So keep that in mind, because this may relate to that. In the past position, we have Nine of Swords. So this is a card of anxiety. In this particular deck, they have blackbirds that I believe symbolize the dark thoughts that happen with negative thinking. Now, I just noticed that there's a white bird there, and in the Rider Waite deck, they have Pamela Coleman Smith was the illustrator, and she had a bedspread with flowers on it that kind of countered the negativity that the card was generating, to show that it's not all that bad. A person may be overreacting. They may not realize that it's temporary. But you see the contrast of these two cards, and it's funny that they're both 9, because 9 is a spiritual number. And really, we can say about the number 9, I think it's a number of endings. But it's also a number of, like in astrology, it's the God house, the 9th house of Sagittarius. So it really speaks to the issue of, our philosophical framework, what we think is the meaning of life. And with the 9 of Swords, it's kind of like on the dark side, where the person is seeing life from that negative, perspective of conflict, because swords can be conflict. The cups is water energy, and so with that is a very positive feeling. And it could be accompanied by material benefits as well. The higher message is the Knight of Swords. This I'm going to read as change is coming. change is coming. And from the spiritual perspective, what this means is that if you have been going through like a dark night of the soul or some sort of negative, it doesn't have to be, I mean, that sounds very dramatic, but it could be just like this very um, difficult time in your life. It's shifting. Now, it's interesting that the card that crosses you is the Hangman. This is a card of being in limbo. So what this suggests to me when I'm talking about this time, this jump, is that there may be some period of time when it feels as if nothing is happening, like you haven't gotten to this place. And you have to have faith that it's not just this void, that there really is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. And that's where spiritual practices come in, because it allows people, it's not about, they said that, Karl Marx said that religion is the opiate of the masses. And he wasn't wrong 100%, because some people do use religion and spirituality as a way to escape their pain. So it's like a psychological bypassing. That does happen. Sorry, I do believe that happens. But it's also true that for people who are really committed to living life in terms of like being willing to face life head on, that you can transcend some of these major challenges, and you can still do so with a spiritual framework that allows you to make life more meaningful. Taurus people are earth signs, so you tend to really put a lot of stock, a lot of value on things that have a tangible nature, and that's understandable. I have a lot of earth, even though I'm a Sag, I have a lot of earth. And I think that there's a really good, I think that that's a really good thing to conduct yourself that way, because it's the opposite of pie in the sky. It's the opposite of just kind of wanting something to be true. I mean, we are embodied. We are living on this earth plane. So there's no question that we're meant to interact with the physical. But the problem is when people get lost in that, and then they aren't metaphysical as well. Meta means beyond. So beyond the physical, you can be both. So that's what I'm trying to say here, is that you have to be able to be confident that you're going to experience your blessings when you haven't yet seen them yet. When you haven't yet seen them yet? Okay. Also, the Hangman is about useless sacrifice. So one thing to keep in mind is that when good things happen, sometimes, especially if it's something that you're not familiar with, it can be easy to feel guilty and to be like, okay, I have to get rid of this thing. I have to, it's like if the Nine of Cups is you winning the lottery, and then all of a sudden all these people that are around you, they want a piece of it. And you feel like, oh, well, I have to do that. I mean, why should I be getting this and they're not getting this? And it's not being discerning, and also at the same time, maybe feeling unworthy of your blessings. This is a Piscean card. It's connected to Neptune. So that's where that sacrificial aspect comes into it. What is coming in is the Sun card. This is a card of just all around positivity. This is, oh, that's interesting because the Sun rules the fifth house in astrology. So it rules the sign of Leo. So what I was talking about with that fifth house is what this card is about: love, creativity, exuberance. Maybe, it's right below the Nine of Swords. Maybe you have been down in the dumps too long. Maybe your joy has been suppressed for some reason. These two cards are very joyful. It's a card of healing, a card of hopefulness, of prosperity, success, children, all good things. And the outcome is the Fool card, the very first card of the major arcana, numbered 0, 0 point. There's that vortex, that field, that of potential, untapped potential. What will you put in your vortex, Taurus? What do you want to manifest? It looks like you're going to be manifesting, but now there are new things that you probably want. And so this is about embarking on a whole new journey in your life. And I'm not saying that this is just for the last, whatever, 9 days of August. I'm talking about maybe this is the rest of this year, that you have something very nice happen, and that kind of is a jump start into your joy and into your totally new reality. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, I'm primarily an astrologer. I have astrological packages. I do all kinds of readings, love readings, career readings, natal chart interpretation, and transits. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.